Good day, everyone. Today, I will be discussing about the ICT capacity building for government employees. Information and Communication Technology, or ICT, has become a vital component in a modern governance. Governments worldwide are adopting digital systems to improve public service delivery, enhance transparency, and promote efficiency. However, the success of these initiatives largely depends on the capacity of governance employees to effectively use ICT tools. ICT capacity building ensures that public sector workers are equipped with the necessary knowledge, skills, and competencies to function in a digital government environment. The ICT capacity building refers to the process of developing and strengthening the skills, abilities, knowledge, and resources that government employees need to use information and communication technologies effectively. For example, digital literacy training, digital skills development, system management and cybersecurity awareness, and continuous learning and adoption to new technologies. So, what is the importance of ICT capacity building in government? First is to improve public services delivery, is to faster processing of documents, efficient communication with citizens, online services like permits, license, and benefits. Next is operational efficiency, automation reduce manual work, better data management and reporting. Enhanced transparency and accountability, digital records, reduce corruption opportunities, real-time tracking of government transactions. Lastly is to support for e-governance initiatives, enables implementation of digital platforms, strengthens interagency coordinations. What are the key components of ICT capacity building? First is the digital literacy, basic understanding of computers and mobile devices, internet usage, email and online communication. Next is the technical skills training, use of government software system, data management tools, cloud computing platforms. Next is the cybersecurity awareness, data protection practices, password management, recognizing phishing and cyber threats. Next is the change management, adapting to digital transformation, overcoming resistance to technology, and lastly, the leadership of ICT governance, strategic planning for ICT use, policy development, and implementation. In this slides shows the image of ICT capacity building process. First is the needs assessment to identify skill gaps among employees, program design to develop relevant ICT training modules, implementation is to conduct seminars, workshops, and hands-on trainings, monitoring and evaluation to measure the effectiveness of training. Next is the continuous improvement is to update programs based on feedback. So, what are the strategies for effective ICT capacity building? First is the regular training programs like workshops, seminars, and online courses, certification programs for specialized skills. Second is e-learning platforms, self-paced training modules, accessible anytime, anywhere. Third is the partnership, collaboration with universities and private ICT firms, technical support, and knowledge sharing. Next is on-the-job training, for example, hands-on experience with actual systems and mentoring and coaching. And lastly is incentive systems, for example, recognition for ICT competence and promotion opportunities for skilled employees. So, what are the challenges in ICT capacity building? First is the limited budget, inefficient funds for training and infrastructure. Second is resistance to change. Employees may prefer traditional systems. Third is the digital divide, unequal access to ICT resources. Fourth is the rapid technological changes, continuous need for updating skills. Lastly is the lack of skills trainings, shortage of ICT experts and government. In the Philippines, ICT capacity building is supported by Department of Information and Communication Technology or the ICT, and next is Civil Service Commission training programs and e-governance initiatives such as eGov, e-super app, or online government portals. For example, local government units or LGUs like Cebu and Davao, have implemented digital payment systems, online permit processing, ICT training for frontline employees. To strengthen ICT capacity building, we need to increase funding for ICT training programs, institutionalize continuous learning systems, develop standardized ICT competency frameworks, strengthen partnership with private sector and academe, promote a digital culture with government agencies. Thank you everyone for listening to my presentation. In conclusion, ICT capacity building helps government employees to improve their skills in using technology. It makes their works faster, easier, and more efficient in serving the public. With proper ICT training, government services can become better and more modern. Thank you, and that's the end of my presentation.